Let me just say right off the bat, I'm not trying to convince people to stop going to church or convince people to stop going to the Lord in the way that they are going to the Lord. But what I am saying is, I feel like if you go to church and you listen to what the pastor says, you're listening to his interpretation of what the Bible means, and you're listening to how he walks a path and then gives you the idea to walk the same path because you think that he knows, but he doesn't know any more than you know. Nobody could truly know because it's not like God or Jesus speaks directly to anybody. You just kind of feel things with your heart and get directed by watching for signs. So I feel like if you really want a good relationship with Jesus, you don't go through anybody else. You directly seek him yourself, and you keep an open mind, and you watch for signs. If you ask him for help or you ask him for this and that, you need to keep an open mind and open eyes, because Jesus will respond in ways that you wouldn't normally see if you're closed-minded. And if you seek a path to Jesus on your own, then that means you are pursuing him all on your own, and you're doing it where it's just directly you and him. There's no outside source. There's no, well, I think it means this, or, oh, I think it translates like that. There's none of that. There's just you going straight to Jesus. And also, the Bible was written by men. And in the Bible, it says that the first couple of men here on earth, Cain and Abel, one of them killed the other one because he wanted what the other one had. So right there it tells you that men in general, well, humans in general, are crappy because each of them had plenty, but one of them wanted the other person's stuff more, and his wife and everything. And I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was Cain killed Abel. But so, humans in their natural state are untrustworthy and horrible. So why would you trust a whole bunch of people that you don't know and have never met that came together and wrote a book over hundreds of years to guide you to Jesus, and not just seek your own path and follow your own heart and give your life to Jesus and ask Jesus to come into your soul and tell Jesus that he's the number one ruler of your life, and ask to be put in his Lamb's Book of Life and surrender to him. And then the rest of the time it's just a journey between you and Jesus. And they say, oh, power and prayer, power and prayer. You don't need 100 people to make a prayer. What you need is the strength and the belief that your prayer will be answered, and it'll be answered. You don't need 50 people praying to make one person better. If you believe with all your heart and you pray with all your heart for one person to get better, they will, because you believed it and Jesus made it happen. So, and then the thing about it is, in my personal experience, because I went through several churches over when I was a kid because of my mom and dad, and I found out that most churches are full of people that are judgmental. They think they're better than others. They constantly, spread rumors around church. They talk bad about other churchgoers. It's like the church building is just full of people that you don't need to be around if you're trying to find a true direct path to Jesus. And, so if you want a true path to Jesus, don't look at the Bible, because the Bible was written by men and they're crappy. Use the 10 Commandments, because the 10 Commandments are all that really matters in order to be a person that Jesus would smile on. You follow them 10 Commandments. Hold on!
Oliver, I'm gonna pause your timer. Stop.
Alright, I'm back. My wife had to show me this massive, disgusting caterpillar she found on our tomato plant. Okay, where were we? Well, I'll just finish it up. So, if you want a path to Jesus, find your own way, make your own way. Listen to your heart. Ask Jesus to guide you. Use the 10 Commandments and find them on your own. Because if you listen to other people or you use other people's examples, That's those people's examples and those people's interpretation. You need to find your way to Jesus on your own. So, anyway, God bless you, and I hope you have a good journey looking for Jesus.